effective immediately, the FDA will be notifying physicians that the use of let's see how we say that. Acetaminophen. Is that okay? Which is basically commonly known as Tylenol during pregnancy, can be associated with a very increased risk of autism. So taking Tylenol is not good. All right, I'll say it. It's not good. For this reason, they are strongly recommending that women limit Tylenol use during pregnancy unless medically necessary.
Congratulations, folks. President Trump and his so-called genius medical team just managed to stab Tylenol with a hot knife. Yes, apparently Advil is shaking in its boots too. In light of this, welcome to today's episode of Code Blue in America, the breaking news segment. We'll talk about Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett as she quickly hopped on X and basically told Americans who want to follow President Trump's medical advice on autism, thoughts and prayers, folks. And you might be wondering, why the sympathy bouquet? Well, probably because this is the same president who once suggested injecting bleach to cure COVID. Yeah, because nothing says healthcare plan like Clorox on the rocks. She closed her post with the question of the decade. Why is ignorance being elevated while intelligence is being denigrated? A fair point, considering ignorance in America seems to be running for office and winning. Now, as a courtesy to our viewers, let's dig up that vintage Trump video from the archives. You know the one, back when he played the role of both Commander-in-Chief and Chief Medical Hazard.
We hit the body with a tremendous, whether it's ultraviolet or just very powerful light. And I think you said that hasn't been checked, but you're going to test it. And then I said, supposing you brought the light inside the body, which you can do, either through the skin or in some other way. And I think you said you're going to test that too. Sounds interesting. Right, and then I see the disinfectant, where it knocks it out in a minute, 1 minute. And is there a way we can do something like that by injection inside or almost a cleaning? Because you see it gets on the lungs and it does a tremendous number of the lungs. So it'd be interesting to check that. So that you're going to have to use medical doctors with. But it sounds interesting to me.
And just when you think the show's over, enter his sidekick, RFK Jr., a man who, fun fact, once had live worms removed from his brain. Yes, folks, the Dream Team is now warning us that Tylenol, of all things, causes autism. Apparently, this conclusion came straight from their state-of-the-art laboratory, located somewhere between Fantasyland and the Twilight Zone. Crockett's point is clear. You probably shouldn't trust Trump and RFK Jr. with your health. I mean, history speaks for itself. After encouraging Americans to disinfect their insides, Trump waged war on face masks like they were his personal Vietnam.
I don't wear masks like him. Every time you see him, he's got a mask. He could be speaking 200 feet away from it. He shows up with the biggest mask I've ever seen. The CDC is advising the use of non-medical cloth face covering as an additional voluntary public health measure. So it's voluntary. You don't have to do it. They suggest it for a period of time. But this is voluntary. I don't think I'm going to be doing it. A lot of people don't want to wear masks. There are a lot of people think the masks are not good. And there are a lot of people that, as an example,
Who are those people?
Well, I'll tell you who those people are. Waiters. I just don't want to be doing, I don't know, somehow sitting in the Oval Office behind that beautiful Resolute desk, the great Resolute desk. I think wearing a face mask as I greet presidents, prime ministers, dictators, kings, queens, I don't know, somehow I don't see it for myself. I just don't. And I don't agree with the statement that if everybody wear a mask, everything disappears. Everybody was saying don't wear a mask. All of a sudden, everybody's got to wear a mask. And as you know, masks cause problems too. And then he comes up with the mask. He's like 100 yards from the nearest human being. He's got a mask. He feels good about the mask. I wonder, in the debate, it'll be him and I on the stage. Is he going to walk in with a mask? But did you ever see a man that likes a mask as much as him? If I were a psychiatrist, right? No, I'd say, I'd say this guy's got some big issues. I wore one in this back area, but I didn't want to give the press the pleasure of seeing it. Can you take it off because I cannot hear you?
I'll just speak louder, sir.
Oh, okay, good. You want to be politically correct. Go ahead. I want to have a big rally in Michigan. Do you know we're not allowed to have a rally in Michigan? Do you know we're not allowed to have a rally in Minnesota? Do you know we're not allowed to have a rally in Nevada? We're not allowed to have rallies in these Democrat-run states.
Some people would say that it's a health risk.
Some people would say fine. But I guarantee
we
you,
had some issues after Tulsa.
if everything was gone 100%, they still wouldn't allow it. They're not allowing me to do it. So they're not allowing me to have rallies. People want to hear what I have to say. I mean,
But are you not
done a
worried
great
about it
job as a
spreading disease?
president, and I'll have 35,000 people show up at airports. We use airports.
Are you
for
not worried
hangars.
about
We
the
have a
disease
lot of
issue,
people.
sir?
Well, so far we have had no problem whatsoever.
This thing is a killer if it gets you. If you're the wrong person, you don't have a chance.
He mocked them, refused them, hosted rallies without them, and then caught COVID himself. And not just a sniffle. He went from calling masks weak to wearing one like it was his new campaign slogan, "Make masks great again." So can you really blame Rep. Crockett for telling Americans not to hand over their health or their autism diagnoses to this president? Because if the past few years have proven anything, it's that trusting Trump with your life is like trusting a raccoon with your credit card. Bold, chaotic, and guaranteed to end badly. And that's the cold truth on the Code Blue in America. Only on OGM News.
All right, friends, here's the deal. We need your support to level up our game. How can you help? Simple. Like, share, and drop a comment. Shower us with your love, your applause, or even your brutally honest displeasure. We can take it, we promise. Your feedback fuels us, even if it stings a little. And before you dash off, go ahead and smash that subscribe button on YouTube. Follow us everywhere: Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram. Heck, if you're feeling retro, send us a carrier pigeon or a smoke signal. Stay awesome, stay witty, and we'll see you next time.